Hi, I'm Tony Phillips from Cloud Design Box. We specialise in helping organisations get the most out of Microsoft SharePoint and Teams. And in this example today, I want to show you a couple of quick tips and tricks to help you get the most out of your document libraries. In this case, we're going to look at how to add a review date and how to add automated reminders to documents. So let's jump into the demonstration. So I'm in the quality control team, and you can see I've got lots of procedures and documents in here that need regular review. Maybe it's for ISO compliance, it might be part of your data protection, or it could just be you're keeping track of manuals when they need to be updated. What you can see here is I've got a review date and it's color coded, and I can quickly and easily see which policies need a review, which ones are out of date, which ones are okay. I've also got document owners on here as well, so I know who's responsible for each document. Not only that, I'm also getting email reminders before these documents expire. So I'll just take you through how you can set this up in just a few steps without any sort of admin or developer skills. So to do that, I'm just going to go into one of our other sites. So in this example, I'm going to use a human resources site, and we've got some documents inside this general channel, and maybe these are some policies that I want to keep track of. So it's just an example. So inside here, I'm going to add a column, and I'm going to add a date and time column, and I'm going to call it review date. So it's date and time. I'm not going to include the time, and default, I can just leave that as it is. I'm going to save that, and it's added this new column. Now I'm going to select these files here, and I'm going to edit them in bulk to have a date in place. So I've selected the property pane on the right hand side, and I'm going to change the review date to next week. And that's going to update all of these documents, add a review date to them instantly. You can see they've all got review dates. I'm actually going to edit one of these documents, and I'm going to make it out of date. It needs review, so I'm going to change that review date to last week. So I've got my review date set up in here now. That's great, but they're not highlighted like in the other example. I can't see which ones are out of date, which ones aren't. So what I do is I'm going to format this column. So I'm going to go to column settings, format this column, and I'm going to go to conditional formatting and manage the rules there. This is really quick and easy. I can just say if the column review date is after, and it could be after or on this date, it's up to you, today, then if the review date's after today, then it's okay, it's green. So I'm going to add that rule. Then I'm going to add another rule, and I'm going to say the same thing if review date is before or on today, then it's actually out of date. So I'm going to make that red. I'm going to save that, and I'm just going to refresh the page. And we can see it's updated the formatting of this column, and I can quickly and easily see which document is out of date and needs a review. Now I might not want to check this document or this list of documents on a regular basis. So what I can do is I can set up an automated email reminder just by going to Automate, Flows, Set a Reminder, and I'm going to set a reminder based on that review date. And in just a couple of clicks, I can set an email reminder, and I can be reminded several days in advance of a document expiring. So it might be 2 weeks before, it could be a day before, it could be a month before. I click create, and that then creates a reminder for me, and I'll get those emails in advance so I can check these documents, review them and update them before the review date. One last thing, I'll just quickly show you how we added in the document owner. So I went to add a column, and I chose a person column type, and I called this document owner. And to make it look a bit more attractive, I've put show profile pictures. That's going to show me the picture of that person in that column. Of course, I have to set these, so I can select maybe a couple of them, and I can make someone the owner of them. And in this example, I'm going to make someone else the owner of this document. And there we have it. That's a quick and easy way of keeping track of your documents. Of course, we could do some more complicated things with those document owners, but if we stick to the basics, it's quite clear to see who owns which document and when they're going to expire. And they can always set up email reminders to keep them in the loop. At Cloud Design Box, we help organizations plan and set up a scalable intranet for their employees, whether those are communication sites where you're publishing information to wide audiences, so things like HR sites, frequently asked questions, staff directories, or it might even be those collaboration teams, so the secure teams where people are working together in both SharePoint and Microsoft Teams. If you're interested, feel free to get in touch with us. If you like the videos, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.